Yes, you already know the big dog, Dre Day, 1051 The Block. Here, we're in Birmingham at Saturn. Beautiful space, and they always bring dope talent, man. Right here, honestly, if you're asking me, this guy needs no introduction. Grammy nominated. Like, you hear his influence all through the industry, man, and he's not new. He's been out here killing the game. Shout out to Mr. Durand Bernard. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. How's it feel being here in Birmingham, man?
This is my first time in Birmingham?
Not at all?
Oh, no.
I didn't know that.
I was just here, I think maybe a year or two ago. I performed at, I think it was an art museum.
Yeah.
And I performed in the parking lot, and that thing was packed out.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is why I got to get some like people around me who let me know about stuff like
that. Yeah, no, you absolutely should have been there. Man. Yeah, we cut up.
Oh shit, you always cutting up on stage, though. That's how you do.
You know, listen, what Andre say, I can't afford to not record. You know?
Come on now. Hey, so a lot of people, at least people who I have in my circle and then I found online, they had just found out about you through the Tiny Desk performance. Mm-hmm. So tell me about that performance.
I was on tour for 3 weeks by the time I landed on Tiny Desk, so it was right in the middle of my tour. And so we were already locked in, called the homies from my very first tour that I did back in 2016. We had one rehearsal the night before during sound check in DC at the Howard Theater. And we came in there and knocked that out. We did a run through and then recorded it. And it was the first time in about 16 or 17 years maybe. No. Well, maybe like 12 years, I'll say. It's been like 12 years since I can say that I felt like nerves. Like I felt like it was a very surreal moment, you know, especially being an independent artist.
Yeah.
You better kill it, boo. Did they eat you up?
Yes.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Hi, Mom. Yes, no, I saw her earlier. That's Justin.
And I know Justin.
Yeah.
I looked you up. I liked the album. Fire. Me and my wife was like, yeah, seriously. Not just gassing. Seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And shout out to you for having dope artists on your tour, man.
You know, one thing that I love about the position that I'm in, being an independent artist, is I can make, for the most part, the decisions that I would like as far as my art and who I want to collaborate with. Yeah. You know, I don't care if you got 300 followers or 300,000 followers. If you come ready and it makes me want to sing and it inspires me, then that's all I need.
Yeah,
you know?
I was telling my wife, who's sitting over here the other day, I was like, I was looking up, I was like, man, he's really not signed to any label. Like, and then the label that he is signed to,
that's me and my pops.
His.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, I looked it up. Usually people are signed, and no disrespect to them, but they're
No,
signed
not
to
at
a
all.
label, and it's their label, but they're over, somebody else has distribution, and then
And I do have a distribution deal.
through,
through CMG, that's a Create Music Group.
Okay.
And I don't know if I was their first client that they took on, where within the year that we, signed, put out the project, and then got nominated all in the same year.
Man.
Like
you MVP is what it is.
So it's like, so yeah, that's been great just to have an extra push, and of course I have a great publicist, who also worked for Parkwood, and so started his own firm, and so Sean England. It's just it's the team, it's the village. I don't know what it feels like to have a machine behind me, but I do know what it feels like to have community. And people who not only believe in themselves but believe in me, and have great resources and abilities where we can just reach to the sides of each other, like Issa Rae said, and build something beautiful.
I love it, man, and that translates through your music and to your fans. The people who I know of that love your music and just who know of you, period, it feels like we're all a part of this one community. And yeah, we rock with Durand, but we'll rock with people like Justin and people like Ari, K Trinata, like all these people. And correct me if I'm wrong now, is it Sayana? that you did the song with?
Oh, Sianka.
Sienna, man.
Sianka. Yeah.
Tell me about her and then that relationship.
Man, okay, so this was during the pandemic, baby, and the lockdown, the quarantine, which, by the way, I missed a little bit because I was able to be still, the earth was healing, all those things.
Yeah.
But that song went like diamond in multiple houses.
Yes.
It was just a very smooth, warm glide, and it has such replay value.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine had actually sent me the song. It was like, bitch, I think you might like this. And I ended up playing it so much, then I ended up reaching out to her. She was doing a remix EP. I ended up being on the remix. So we did that. It was just, yeah, and again, those are the type of things that I love, being in the position that I am. Like, oh, I think this artist is dope. Let me reach out. That's how it was with E-Wiz. He ended up, producing No Business, and then I'm doing stuff on his project, or just, yeah. That's the sweet spot of the position that I'm in as far as creatively.
Yeah, and that's what I assumed, and I didn't know, so I'm glad you said that. I said, like, I'm assuming he's doing this on purpose because he is big enough to have a deal. Like, I'm sure people have came to Durand and like, man, like, we love to have you on such and such label, but I'm like, man, I think he's doing this purposely to maintain creative control over what he's doing.
Yeah, and it's not that I'm anti, it's just I am pro whatever is fair for everybody included.
Yeah.
So whenever that presents itself where I feel like, you know what, I feel like we are taking care of each other, I'm down.
Good business is what that's called.
Yeah,
everybody can
absolutely.
Be happy.
Yeah, I want to make sure my folks are taken care of. Y'all got what y'all need, and we can, do that.
Right. I love it, man. I love it. So I got a just personal moment, man. It's K Tronada's latest album. We're going to get to your album. We're going to get to it. K Tronada's latest album, you was on Weird. Like, y'all could laugh before, but like, it's something about that song. You showed your ass. You hear me? You showed your natural born ass in that song, man. Ooh. Tell me about that.
Man, we were just, he was working on the next project, and I'm like, what you doing? What we doing? How we doing it? And we were just, going through tracks. And I think that particular beat was called Coachella. But he went by it, and it played like maybe 2 seconds. And I said, go back. Go back. Yeah, that one. And I said, oh no, I want to tinker with this one.
Yeah.
And in there we, I was playing around with the melodies, figuring out like what I want to talk about, and that's how it came about. And then I put on my skates. I'm up here rolling through the room around the grand piano.
Skating?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've been skating since I was a.
Okay.
Yes. And then he tried to put on my skates and roll a little bit. That was funny.
Well, who got the footage? Somebody got the footage.
Oh, I have footage.
I know. Somebody got the footage.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are you that friend? I'm that friend, but are you that friend that just has footage of everything? And it may not get posted, but it's like, you go through that phone and you're like, yeah, remember this happened?
For the most part, because from ages, I'll say, from like late single digits to like maybe 27 or so, I was journaling, like physically journaling. And then after a while, it was like, okay, then we moved over to typing.
Okay.
And then it transitioned to like just recording my therapy sessions.
Yeah.
Doing my monthly check-ins, that kind of, and I take my notes so I know what I need to talk about and I need to unpack all that shit. But certain photos and videos are like my diary, like my, so it's kind of like that. It's and to give me a little remembrance of where I was. But I don't usually do that at concerts because I really want to be in the moment. So I might like get a little piece of something just to be like, bitch, that's where we was, a little snap picture, you know what I'm saying, like that. But I want to be in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm loving this. Once again, thank you for taking the time. This is a bucket list situation for me.
Nice.
And I love your music, who your music has introduced me to. And for anybody who is just not finding out about you. I don't want to hate on them. I don't want to bash them because welcome, we're here.
Yes.
Been waiting on you. Sit down, don't break nothing. You
know? Take your shoes off, act like you got some sense,
Come
make
on.
yourself comfortable.
For real, and don't embarrass me.
Listen, listen.
Don't embarrass me. So, give me 3 words or 4 words that describe Durand the person and Durand's music.
So, as a person, Durand is eccentric and creative and an absurdist. My music is healing, it is amusing, it is an auditory adventure. I know that's like, but at least if I got one phrase.
No, yeah, we put a hyphen in the middle, so it kind of.
Come on now, she's married.
We'll make it work.
Yep.
Tell me about a time where you felt overqualified. Take as much time. Trust me.
I think I might have been pulling from a certain era in my life that wasn't necessarily current, but just trying to figure out what subject matter I wanted to tackle that we hadn't talked about yet.
Yeah.
People in therapy don't really have a theme song or an anthem that talks about how we've been doing the work on ourselves so that we can be an asset to our partner. But if you're not doing the work, why do I have to go back to no. I'm going to sit tight, keep my eyes peeled, work on myself, and hopefully somebody will come that's standing on much as their business as I'm standing on mine.
Yeah. I love it, man. Second to last question. You mentioned therapy a lot, a few times, and as somebody who's been going to therapy a lot more often within the last 6 years, is this album, your latest album, are these therapy sessions that you recorded or found themes to certain sessions and man, I'm gonna make a full song about that, and that's how Bloom came about?
It more so came about from just my wanting to decenter romantic love and talk about the love within our community and the people around us that make us love who we are when they're around.
Yeah.
There were moments where I might have been working through something in real time. I will say that this project was maybe it was almost like I guess you can say it was a bit of a documented therapy session, because no business is about just having your aha moment, having your I can rest in this with the clarity that I have, the understanding that I have, or Unspoken, where I was working through that in therapy after the song was out.
Wow.
And, finally being able to, because I hadn't sang it in the set for a while, and then I had my session with my therapist, and then I started to incorporate it into the set. So I can just deliver the song without being sent back to that space, but I can sing it from a place of, ooh, I'm glad I ain't there no more.
Yeah. It's a different whole different energy.
Yeah.
All right, so man, took the time to be here once again before the show. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Let me know of just if anybody, I don't know, I feel it, and I'm not trying to be heavy, but just people who are, I guess, trying to find themselves, trying to learn how to love themselves, feel a certain way in life, and because I look at you and I see freedom to be whoever you are, and that's what I feel from your music. And so for somebody who is yearning for that feeling or is trying to get there, what would you say to them?
Well, as the scripture says, you cannot heal in the environment that's making you sick. So you have to get around people in an environment where you feel you're most productive, where you feel like you can be yourself, whoever that is. Surround yourself with people that embrace you, not accept, because acceptance requires permission. And I don't need permission to be myself.
Come on.
So, however, within that group of people that embrace you, make sure that those people inspire and motivate you to be better, to make decisions where your future self wouldn't want to whip your current self's ass for.
Yeah.
Rest. A lot of this stuff probably wouldn't even be going on if niggas was just able to take a nap, just rest.
Come on.
And sometimes folks be on this like grind shit. Oh, I'm a workaholic. I like it. No, you're running from something. You are trying to avoid something.
Wow.
The fact that I have to force certain people to actually rest on their rest days is baffling. It's like you don't even know what to do with yourself if you're not doing something. It's okay to, sometimes I have to remind my body, you don't have to do anything. And then it's like, ooh, you was tight.
Yeah. You realize it once you come out.
You know what I'm
of
saying?
it.
Exercise. Get your mind and your body together. And say, do you lift, bro? No, exercise. Stretch. All of these things tie into how we can at least have a life of quality that we can create, that we can bring the value to.
Yeah.
But it all starts in your environment and the people around it. And we have to stop making exceptions for people just because they're our relatives.
Oh, see.
And just because y'all got history don't mean y'all got a future.
If you ain't have a show, well, we going to that family. That family stuff is.
That's why I said you gotta, no. I said relatives. See, relatives and family is different. You gotta sort them out. See, relatives, we share blood, and I ain't got nothing to do with that. But your family are the people, again, who are your chosen family.
Man.
Who literally reset your nervous system. That's your family.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Listen, man. Is that a message? Message?
Listen, and on that note.
Durand, man, thank you so much for taking the time to
Absolutely,
join me, man. I'm
Appreciate
telling
you,
you,
man.
I enjoyed this time, man.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, he's right here in Birmingham. Definitely gonna kill the stage tonight. Grammy nominated, the talented Durand Bernard, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.